Hello guys and welcome back to SM Software Flutter series. In this episode we are going to work on this beautiful user's profile or dashboard. So this is actually a dashboard for a real world use application. So we are going to focus on designing and also add the full functionalities for this one. So we will also see how we can implement the create, read, update, and delete for this episode. In this episode, okay, this is what we have so far. So I want to show you a demonstration how we are going to handle this. How we're going to handle the update your user's profile pictures, change the names, all of that. So we will implement so much in this episode. By the end of this video, so you'll be able to create a user's profile by your own, and also learn how you can handle some features for a real world use application. Let's see what you are going to do. All right, so this is the current application we have. So I can actually go and change this profile picture. So I click edit picture, and I want to find a different picture here. Let's try to use this one. Uh, Save this, and you'll see notification up down here. Profile picture updated successfully. So if, for example, you go back to the dashboard, you see the dashboard, the profile picture was updated. But I want to show you also, if you go to, you can also try to, here is an example of, you can add the different field here. So just in this case, we just put one. But you can add many if your application, if you have different features, you can add here. I don't know, update emails, update so many things here. But in this case, we just have one input field. So if I change this one, let's say for example Shaban, let's say Musamba Shaban, like this, and update change. You see the update was updated successfully here at the bottom. Right, so I can also try to log out. Let's try to log out. I can log out and log in again. I can log in again. So we want to see, okay, you can see that our profile picture is still there, which was updated. So we are going to see how we can actually handle all of this. All right, so to get started, we have, first of all, I want to walk you through the back end. Good news is you can go ahead and clone the backend, the entire backend from my GitHub repository. So this is my GitHub. So I'll leave the link for this in the description of this video. You can go ahead and clone this. So just click clone and you'll get all of this one. So I want to just go ahead and walk you through from our backend. So once you download it, so you'll see this one. First of all, let's start with the models. Model, we only added image here, image model. From image model, you see we only have path. We have path, description, size, and meme type. Okay, this is the only thing you have. So if you go now to main user model or the user model, you see that down here. So we have a user model, and also we have sorry, for avatar. Avatar, we have this image model, which we embed the image model. This one, and also we have background image, which we use the same image model. The rest of the things, they are still the same. We didn't change anything except added this one. Now close that. If you go to server, a main server, you find that since we are uploading images, so we add this one. Require file, a function, require fs, and here where now we handle, now you can now handle upload image, process image and upload all of that. And we also we added this route for auth profile, which to handle the auth profiles, and also expose here, expose the image. Yeah, expose the upload folder to the internet. So if you are, if user can access, if the browser or any API can access this folder. Just the only thing we have here, and the rest is just profile here. That's it. Next, I want to show you if you also go to auto controller, you see that we made some change in here. To return, we return avatar and also background image, which is here. Yeah, avatar and background image for create an account once user register. Also for login, we have the same thing, and yeah, the login you have the same thing. Yeah, so that's it. So we also I remove some method in here to add them. For example, update image, update profile. We have another controller which you find there, update profile controller. So for this, so this is the one you use to update users information. So that means that from your front end, if you here you can add as many fields as you want. So it's so easy, so much easy for you to just implement them here. So that means you can add as much fields you want in here to just update them. So that's why I say you don't need to. For now, we just have one example, but you can go ahead and add the rest. After updated, after the user was updated, we just return the user and we return this information, this object here. So that's it. We have change a password, which we didn't implement, so we can still just go ahead and implement that because it is not that complicated. So we have this upload a profile avatar. You find this there. For this one, what we do is if the image is not there, we return error. Avatar image is required. I want to show you, if you go to route, we have this route here. So this is the main route for uploading image or for users profile update. Couple of things here I want to show you. Upload image, avatar and background. So we have this one, upload a single image, which the name is avatar, we pass. And then from the controller, we call this method. This is the method we call here. So after image was uploaded, we process our image here somewhere. I want to show you that. Where is the upload? That's util and uploads. So this is the main file which we use to process the file, the uploaded image. So we just do call a storage and the rest of the things. We call the storage to process the image. Once image is uploaded, we just return the image. So we put images available, and here we can now access that. If the image is not there, if the file is not there, we get an error. So if we have an image, we're just going to get the path avatar, and then we get the path. Because after upload here, you see that we return the image was uploaded. Uploaded. This is the one. Process the image and then return the path. So return the path. So once we get that path, we're just going to create an image. Check if image doesn't exist. If user has an image, we process it, or we delete the existing one and upload the new one. And we return the image. So it is actually the same thing with this one, background file. So this And this one, so we just change the name. Instead to look for background, we look for instead to look for avatar, we look for background. If you see here, we are looking for avatar, and here you are looking for background image. So good news is you don't have to write all of this. So you find all of this is already available there. I will just walking you through what we have so far, so that if you download, you don't have to worry about anything there. Okay, so this is it for back end. We can now go and we'll start building our front end. All right, so for our Flutter or from the front end, I want to show you what we built from our previous episode. So this application we created from our previous episode. Um, let's launch this. Okay, so getting started. If I press here, let me use the mouse so that you can see. Okay, I can try to log in. Let me try to log in, for example. Password and login. You go to home page. Of course, these are static. These are static content. So if you press go to dashboard, this is what we have for dashboard. So it doesn't look nice. So we need to design this one so that it can fit. It can become exactly like our previous. Uh, we need to design the profile. Okay, so we have a couple of things here we need to do. First of all, I want to show you the project. If you go, this is the project, but I can go to here. I got two apps. So this is the original one, but this is the project we created in our previous episode. So if you can open this with the VS Code. You can open with VS Code. So I got a project. I got a project here already. Couple of things you need to do, but before that, we need to run our back end. So make sure that the back end is running. So I have this one here running ready. What we need to do is you can do npm run dev dash dash and dash dash host, and then you pass the host here. So sometimes if you get a problem, it doesn't run. Make sure to check any antivirus you are using, Avast or any antivirus you are using if it's blocking the local host. But this is fine. If you have the back end running, that's correct. So we can just go and focus on our front end. So from the front end, we of course we need to make some modifications here. The first one, we can let's try to set up some route here which we need. So we can do static and file base. Static we want to use for the base for the file which can use to load the file. We can maybe call it file URL like this. URL with the lowercase one. Okay, we don't need this one, and we don't need to pass anything there. We just leave it like this. So the idea is, if you go to browser, so that user can still load the file from the browser. So we don't need to only hit the API slash image. Okay, so that's it for file. Another thing is we can try to update this one. We can remove this. Maybe put it down here. We need to make sure that these are protected. So these are protected routes. Okay, protected route. Another thing is here we can remove this for the we don't want to use this. don't want to use auth path to get to profile, so we can change that. We can just pass profile instead, profile for update. So we can also add like we can also add, let's say, profile. Sorry about that. um, Profile slash update avatar, and we can also have a profile. Nope. Can I copy this one for can we say this one profile, paste this one here. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, this is the one for avatar. We can just use this. So I can use profile because we have profile, and then you don't need this one. I want to make it something, just maybe change background or update background. You have to make sure that you match the one for background. If you go to this, the routes are here. So these are path you need to make sure that you don't make any mistake there. You can just copy this and replace them here. This is correct for background. This also for background. Okay, that's correct. Next, we can. What else you need to do? I think this is it for the route. We don't have much to do in here, so we can go to. We can update. Do we need to update the client service? Get. Let's see the app route. We have app route. Don't need to update that. Page, no, you don't need to update this. This is fine. So just keep this one the way it is. Just keep this. So the next thing you can maybe do, we can go ahead and work on client. So all right. So from a client API client, sorry, we want to create a couple of methods. First of all, we want to create a method to upload files, to handle file uploads, all of that. So you can create handle files upload. Another one is what else you want to create? Also create a method to, let's say, save users data, users information, user data, and also clear user data, clear user, but here not clear user data. We can maybe create read user data, users data. Okay, so for this one, we can create, let's see if AI can generate this. Okay, so we are going to have a feature and upload file. So for this one, we can let's pass. We want to make it required. File path. This is file path, but we can call it maybe this is supposed to be just file. This is supposed to be file, so we can do, let's do something like this. We can do X file. Make sure it's required. But first of all, you can import that. Import the file, and make sure this one is required. And another thing is the file name, which we need. The file name is required because we want to make sure that user can pass the file name. If what I mean by file name is that this could be for avatar or background. Okay, so and this is going to be a async function. Okay, and the rest we can work on the rest. What we can do maybe for now, can remove this one. So we will need to work now in the method then to handle the file upload. Right, so a couple of things here we can do. First of all is we can do finally and do final byte. You want to create a byte. Say byte. This keyboard is not the best. Byte is equal to byte is equal to await. So we want to do file dot read dot read byte. I don't want that to the bottom one. We will change it, and you can also do file name. File name is equal to file name. Get the file name. So we can now do create form data. Form data is equal to map. We pass the byte. We don't need this one. We want to pass insert here. You can pass the file name. File name like this. And pass the file name. So what you do here is you create multiple file. We create file name. We pass the byte, and then also you pass that file name. So down here we can add. Can also add the content type. First of all, let's add. Okay, content type can add media, but what we need, you need to import that multiple major type. We can up here when we are importing, we can import pass. Let's see. We need to import HTTP pass. Import package. We can do HTTP pass, and we can do import as measure. This one doesn't exist, so you can go and add the dependency. Add to the dependency. Sorry. So this will add that to dependencies, to our dependencies. Okay, and the error gone. So you can maybe give it a couple of seconds to complete the installation of the package. Right, so the package was imported successfully or installed successfully, and we have it imported here. So down here, okay, down here, we also make sure the method is the post is post. We pass the path and data. So even if you go to back end, you see the you see the method here we are using. So we use the post method for all of these ones. Okay, so this is correct. Another thing you can handle also is save user. Let's see, AI can generate this. Okay, save user. We can just call method save user, but here we can actually pass like this. Can pass user, and here we can um, we can do funnel. We can funnel because we want to save this as a string. JSON JSON string can do is equal to user is equal to JSON.encode. No, you can do JSON.encode like this. JSON encode. So we pass the user and we convert it to JSON. Make sure also to import this. Import this. So once we have the user, we can check if the platform is supported. If the platform is supported, we will just pass the key here and store this one here. Pass the user. Pass this one. Else, we can also use the same thing, and here just going to pass the user and store that string here. Yeah. Also read the user. For read the user, let's see if AI can generate that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So read user. We will pass also user. We take the user. This will return user. Sorry, the feature will return user. So if the platform is supported, we just get the user. This we check the stored key, stored key, and we check if this one is not empty. We convert the user. We convert back the user, or we make user from the JSON. We return this and this one. We return this if we use the secure storage. Else you can use the shared preference instance. This one is mostly if it's the web. We return the user. We also make the user from make user from the string, from a string. So I can save this is fine. And what we need to do next, you can go to auth service and then work on this auth service, this one. So this is the auth service, but another thing is we forgot to add clear method. So once you store the data, we store the user, you can read the user, but you also, we need a way to clear the user. Say clear the storing user. So this is what we do. We check the platform. Then we can call the clear user. So we just check the platform if supported. So we use the secure storage and we clear user. Else also we can use a shared preference to clear the user. So you can store this one, save this one, and go back to auth. All right, so from auth to here, we can also add a couple of methods down here. We just want to use them here. We want to use them. The first thing, okay, a couple of things in here. First of all, on this method, down here, we check if we have user. We return this. We return the user data, but before return it, we want to store that, so I can remove this instead. So I can just return a function object like this. But we also now we want to also to call the store method. So I can do await api.client.save method. So to call that method here, this method, this one. And can also do the same thing for, we check if the ID exists. If ID exists, if data contain ID, so we can do the same thing here. So this is for login. So it's going to be the same thing for register here. So we can check if the user is there and then return and save that. Okay, so this is correct. Another thing is we can also, you can even work, we have another method which is handle or get profile. Get profile, if this one, get profile. So this get profile, you see that from back end, we make a request, this path here, get profile. So this one, what it does is it just go ahead and call the get the user's profile data, which is what this is here, which is this one here. So for this one, from front end of Flutter here, we can check if we also get the user. We can do await and they also do await and also store the user. Call the method to store the user. Okay, here is meant to be different, but what we need to do is we can maybe in future we can handle how we store the user we are storing here, instead to store the just user data or what we return from the back end. You see what we are returning here, get user. Yeah, so we can you see here that we return the notification message, all of this. So if you want to handle this, to store this differently, you see here we get the user and make user from JSON. You can also get the dashboard, get the notification if you want to store that, but here I just want to store user alone. Okay, this is it for store this method. What method here? What can you use next here? So we need to work on another method, to work on another method, which is we can handle to update profiles and yeah, update profile, save user in here. So we need to work add this one at the bottom here. Okay, the first one is update avatar. So for this one, let's see if AI is able to generate that. Okay, so for update avatar, so this guy you accept, you can make it shorter like this, update avatar. We have this already. This one we have it already here. We have the method here already. We also have the back. Yes, actually we have the methods here already. This was created already here. So with this guy accept a profile picture, accept an image, but the method is going to be post. And we can do api.config, and we want to call if you go to API config, this is the one, this is the path we want to use, or the variable name. Okay, so we pass the data, we pass the file name, we pass the data. So this one need the file. We can check what we have in here. So here we require file and file name. So we need to pass file. Oh, actually this is going to be here. The method, if you see what method required file, the path, which we pass the path, and the following one is the, so we must correct here to pass this in curly bracket, maybe, yes, pass file name. Okay, so the issue is here we are calling a post, use upload file, upload file, and then we file name, we just pass avatar and we pass this as a file, and the background also use the same thing, for background. The last method is a read method, read or save user. So we're just going to create a method here to use to call api.save user and the clear user. So the rest is going to be auth controller here. So for auth controller, we need to handle upload avatar image and upload avatar image and also background image. Okay, let's go and work on that. Okay, so for controller, I didn't wanted to write or to spend much time here. I just want to show you what we have. First of all, we have to make sure that this model exists. Got to check for the model dashboard. So make sure that the dashboard model exists. If you watch our previous video, you already know about this one. So what we have in here, we require service. We require the auth service, and this is where we redirect the user after login, but we want to focus on a couple of things in here. What we do here is get user. I want to show you. First of all, we add also file base file URI, so which you use to upload file, to access a file. So we don't call the save user here on login or on register, but after register, we see that we are handling that from here. After registration or login, we handle that somewhere here. I want to show you. We handle that in here. Yeah, so we don't need to use that here. So for auth, most important method we are using is a load profile. So for load profile, if the profile is loaded successfully, we call a get a store user, which we don't have. So we can create this method. If I do create, so this will create this method in here. We can go at the bottom. You find the method is here. So this we need to get we need to return the user. So we can do feature user, and we can check if the user exists. We want to call the read user. So this will return the user. We call the read user, which is in client read user here. Read user. So here now, we get the user, we get the stored user, and this is now, we update now the current user. So this is now be accessible from the UI. User can access now this current user, the stored user. This is the most important thing in here. The check auth, check auth, we use it, but we still have to call the store load profile, which we use it as to centralize the storing, to store, to retrieve and store the user's data. That's it for this. So the rest of the thing can maybe we'll handle is just update profile, user's profile, which we have this one here, client update profile. You see, this is the update profile, which we use. Put but it's a couple of things in here which is very important. I just want to walk you through what we have so far, which is very important. Is I want to show you, where is it again? This one actually we will handle it in a user's or auth profile. Sorry, profile controller. This is where you want to store that method. So I also have a couple of I have an updated version of GIS. So I don't want to handle everything here or write all codes here. So I can just post that and explain to you. Okay, for profile controller, we'll need to create an image model. We don't have it for now, but let me walk you through what we have. So we just have we define this the type, image type, which is avatar or background, and everything is still the way it was, but we just have to create the model. But before that, we have a pickup image, so which we define to pick up image from the local device, pick up background image or avatar image. And then also we have we just use a method here to handle the to update the check the UI, to update, to use the updater to check if image is actually a selected image. So we use a rxn to just get the selected image. But for unit, we can get the user from get the storing image. So what we do is we want to use the auth service. So auth service is here. So we expose the auth service. So if you watch our previous video, you already know how we handle this one. So we just going to get the auth service and get the storing user, because we don't want to initialize this one all over. So we just use one place to create the instance of the auth service, and we can access it from the controller. So once we have that instance, we can now access the storing user and get the name and avatar, background, the rest of the things there. So here is a update. We can update name. We can update, pick up the image. So we created this in our previous video, if you know about this. So we just do pick up image data. We pass the source gallery. We access the image from gallery. And if the image is not there, we return nil. Else, we can switch. We check if image type is equal to avatar. We update avatar and set avatar to nil. If it's a background, and update the background. Okay, save profile. So this one you use to only update the profile profile information. So if you go to, you see you are accessing auto service and update profile. So if you see here, we go to we go to we can find that one actually here. Do this way you found it. Yeah, this is the one we use to update the profile. Update the profile information. Here. So this method, I want to show you something. You meant to face the problem. Here, you see this one says put. So we will check on that. If put create problem, we will check on that. Okay, so this is correct here. After upload, we just load again after update the profile information, we just call again the load the profile to update the global user. And for pickup, you use a pickup profile picture. We set to nil to clear up, and to clear the image. If the image was picked, to clear it up, clear it up. Okay, we show the dialog information. That's it. Okay, now the most important thing again here is change avatar image. So change avatar image. You see that if you have we have picked up image avatar. If you don't have return, if you have it, we just show the processing, and we call now our method, which is this one here. The method is here to process the image, to upload the image. So once the image was uploaded, this guy will return the data. So from here, we can now access get the raise and check avatar. If you get avatar, we can update, we can create our image from, we can create an image from the response. So remember, from the back end, we handle the image as a model. So I want to show you. Image here is a model. Say image. This one. See, image is a model. So this is what we also want to handle from the back end, from the front end. So we want to handle the image from model. But before even continue, let's create this model first, so that it makes sense to you. Okay, we can go to models. For example, if you look for user, this is a model. So this is where we have our models here. So we have image model, but we want to update it. I have this one. You can paste here to update image model. Okay, so just to match our backend. We have ID, path, description, size, meme type, created at, and updated at. So this is standard. The main goal here is that even if we switch the background to Laravel, so that you can still use the same data, you can still handle the same JSON data sent from backend, even if you switch to Django, Python. Okay, so if you have this now, we can import that model. Import the model. Now everything's fine, but except we still have a couple of things in here. We can change this one here. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. Upload, change background image, avatar image. So we create the image from model. We create an image from the response. We use our image model to create image, and then you just show the uploaded message, upload or updated the successfully dialog. And but before that, we have to load the profile again to get the updated data from the back end, to update also the our local storage. So this is the same thing with the back end image. It's the same thing here. So if the response contains this key, I want to show you. If you go to our back end, so that key we pass is Let's see. Response. So the response we send here, this is the key here. This is the key here. And for avatar, this is the key. So if you go to our front end, our Laravel, we see that this is the key we are looking for. Background cover, background image, and this is the key we are looking for, avatar here. Okay, so this is it for that, and the rest is just we define now the path. So to get the full avatar URL, so this is how we handle it. We do get a string get. This one will just return the image URL. So we take the avatar dot value, the model, and we get the value, the image. We get the path. This is the path we're looking for. So if we get this one, we can just if we have this one, so we can create now a full path. So full path is going to be URL or auth base URL. So I want to show you where is that one. Base URL is we have it somewhere here. We use this one, but base URL is where is it? We got base URL. Where is it again? From profile here. Yeah. This is the base URL. So this one we see that we will get from config. So we just don't want to keep calling the instance, create the instance of API or what the service all over. So this is API, this is config. If you go to config here, this config, this is the base URL. This is the base URL. So the main goal here is we use it, we centralized the use of all this instance from auth instance. That this is the main goal here. So this is we call the auth config, and we just pass, we set get so to access this base URL. So from here, for example, once you call the base auth.config, auth controller dot base file URL. So we return this part, this one, this guy, and then we'll just append from here. We will just append now the path, the URL, the image path here. If we don't have it, we will pass empty string. So this is for background image, and this is the same thing for avatar image. So this is the only thing we do here. We don't have much complicated things in here. Yeah, we don't have complicated things. So the rest of things we can handle the UI. Yeah? So if you don't get anything, or if it's a bit complicated, you can leave comment on the description. So I will do my best to leave the details. So I can even share with you some files here if you haven't managed to create it. All right, let's go ahead and work on the UI. All right, this is the current dashboard we have, but we want to handle it, so that it can look like this. Let me show you an example. So I want our dashboard to look like this. The user profile, the general settings to look like this ones. Okay, here, couple of things we need to do here first. So we need to go to lib and modules, and module we can go to auth, or to go to view and dashboard view. So this is the one we have here. To handle this, we can wrap this. Okay, we already have authenticated layout, but we need to use We can use this body, wrap it in a column, and use a column for this. And we don't need app bar. I don't know, do we need to, you can use app bar, yes, but you can say show sidebar to false. I want to show you, if you don't know about this, our custom layout, about authenticated layout. This is our reusable authenticated layout. You see that we got this show sidebar. Yeah. So if the sidebar is there, we will show the drawer. So we don't want to show the drawer. We want to set that false. And here we can say profile. Okay. For this one, we can actually wrap this in let's wrap this in a scrollable. We want this to be scrollable, so you can do single child scrollable view. Okay. So a couple of things we need to do here. First of all, we'll show avatar, show profile avatar, and also we will show we can do, okay, first of all we show profile avatar. What else can we show here? We show profile avatar and show profile avatar, we show name, we show this button. So we need to find a way you can create a reusable widget, which we can just, because if you see the rest of the things that are just the same, so we can create a reusable widget. I have a widget here. Can I paste this widget here? So we have this reusable widget here, which you just say build the settings tile. So we'll take an icon, we take a color, we take the title as string and the subtitle, trailing and on top. So this we just use the list tile to display all of this. So we use also the circle avatar, which the background is going to be we pass the background color, and then also we pass the child is going to be icon, which will be passed here, and show the title and subtitle and on top. Okay, if now we go to from here, we want to start with this section. This is not going to take long. I want to show our application. This is not going to take long. So we want to start with the section on top here. I want to see if we have a user avatar. Let's search for profile avatar. We have profile avatar here, so we can reuse it here. Profile avatar, this one. We pass the name, username, and whatever is there. So where is it again? So pick image and whatever. We will get back to this, but I just want to show you the stuff we want to use in here. After that, we can pass the name. We can pass the name. So it's going to have the name. Text. We can pass static content for now. We will get back to fix the rest one. So we can do theme that context. Can do text dot title. Can do title, maybe title medium, bold like this. We can use size, so we can define this here. Let's say, for example, funnel size box is equal to box size, 24. We can, let's set this to 24. So we want to reuse this size here to pass a different size, and also here. Okay, but here we can pass. Let's pass first of all. We can also pass another type here to say email, the current email address. So let's see if AI can generate this very quick, small. Yeah. Also pass another size here, and then pass now a button to go to, say, button to edit profile. So we can pass listel, edit profile. So on click, we need to navigate to, we can navigate to edit profile. You can use get, and this one, import app route, edit profile. So edit profile, can check if it's there. So go to app route, this one, edit profile. It is not there, but we use settings. So this is to edit account information. Okay, so the rest now we can go ahead and use. We can go now and reuse this guy here. I want to show you an example. One example of how we can handle this. Right. So what I did here is just duplicate this because we don't want to get very long, the video to get very long. So here we just pass, this is the dark mode, the toggle to dark or light mode. Here we have our a widget for setting, changing language. We have the one for about, to go to about. We have the one for term and condition. So this is just an example of what we can do. So we can change whatever settings here that if user click can go to that screen. So far I can save this and then also run our application. Let's try to run application. So I can do Flutter clean and Flutter run. So this will create this will start a fresh app. I want to see. Okay, this might take a couple of seconds. So I'll see you once the installation has completed. So we're going to clear, delete the build, and start the installations of the packages and create now a new build. Okay, so it looks like you got a couple of issue here. So this variable doesn't exist. So I need to go and create this. Can go to controller. Where is that saying? Oh, we need to So if you see that one is coming from reset password. If you go to reset password, this is the one it's from here. So we can use is processing instead. So I can save that because we can use this one and try again. Okay, wait, let's give it time. This might take a couple of seconds or even a minute. All right, so the application started successfully and we got up running here. So we need to log in again. So I can go ahead and log in. So I can interact with the GIS app. Remember, this is a real device. It's a real device. So we can, I can log in and this will take us to home page. So this is the home page. You can, these are static. So statics, we will change this to start now using the real data. But now if I hit it, go to dashboard. Now look what we have. This is our dashboard. But I added this one. This one here. So you can go ahead and add padding 24. 24 if you want to pay 24 or you want to add less. But all of these are static. If you press on this, nothing will happen. So what we want to do, we want to bring the controller, the auth controller in. So you can do funnel auth controller. This one. Bring that one. So once we have this, we need to use a couple of methods here. We need to use first of all the logout. The bottom one. So you can pass the controller.logout. So if I save this, reload, I want to see the app is here. So if we hit this, now we're able to log out. So this is it. The rest, we are going to add the rest of the methods, the routes. So some you can go ahead and add it by your own, modify the code and start doing something cool. Something cool. All right, so let's go with the setting. This one to go to edit setting. You see that on click we handle we navigate to setting. So I want to see the setting. The setting is actually this is the setting viewer. There's actually nothing in here. So we just have this one with nothing in here. So that means that if we go back to our application, we hit the setting, this will take us to this template and we don't have anything here. Okay, so to save time, we don't really have much in settings. So I want to show you what we got in settings. All right, so for settings, settings screen, I've just posted this content, this template here. So we don't really have much to type in here. The only thing we do here is we bring in the controller, profile controller, and also auth controller. So for profile controller, I want to show you what we have so far. So profile controller, we want to access the username and also the avatar, full path. So if you see, this is the one we have. We have a name, yes, which we want to access the full path. So for full path, this is the one we want to get. So I can get this one. This is the one. But so profile avatar, so we need to also to update that one. But before even that, I want to show you that we also use here single child scroll view, and just have title, and we're still using our authenticated layout. So we use OBX. to watch for the update from a profile avatar. So if you want to see, I can close this one. I want to see profile avatar. Let's see. Okay, so this is a profile avatar. We will update much in here. We don't have it. We don't have much content there. I will show you how we're going to update that. But first of all, we can add the GIS. So if I click Control plus dot, so it will give me these options to add param, and this one was added here automatically. But what we need to do is we can actually remove this one here and pass it here. So here we passed as we do funnel. It's going to be a shrink image. We can maybe set it as annullable by default. If it doesn't exist, there's no matter. So we will come back to this one to correct the rest of the things. But let's get back to setting view. So here now you see we pass the username, and then also if you have picked up image, we can pass it. We can also pass this one, pass the size and the image path. Okay, so the goal here is to show selected image. If you have a selected image, we will show selected image. Else we show image. We show image URL or path. So if you go back to here to profile controller, I want to show you the selected image, how we handle that selected image. This is the where we okay. So this is where we pick up the image. We saw this earlier. We saw this how we handle this one. So that means that if you have a image, if you have selected image, picked image avatar or this one, but in this case we are using avatar. So if you have avatar, we will show it. If you don't have, we will show this one here. So that means if we go back to profile here, we will handle this. But in this case, we are not doing that for now. I just want to walk you through what we have so far. And that is for avatar, and the rest here is we have this one here. This avatar, yes. Here we have this the button. We also use OBX, but we have this button here which we use now to select a image. So we have this is raw. We just show we are showing the buttons. The first one is to select the image. On click, sorry. On press, so we take our controller dot the picked image. So picked image, this is the one we call, and if you call it, we pass it the param as avatar. So I want to show you that one here. If you go, you see picked image. This is a picked image. So the type is required. So you see that we pass the type. We call that method from UI, and we pass the picked image. We pass avatar type is avatar, which is string. And here, if it's processing, we will show the processing. Else, we will show change. We show the text change avatar. So when press, we just call this method here. So if we have picked image, if the picked image exists, we will now show this button here to handle the save button. So to save the profile avatar. So when press this one, we want to see on press, we call controller dot change avatar. So that file, we just have it here. That method, sorry. is here. Change avatar. So one call change avatar. When you call change avatar, we're just going to call the method we created from auth service. And we know what this happen, what this method does. Okay, back to setting. So on process, we just show if it's processing, we just show the is processing. We show the circle avatar, else we show this text here. So that's the most important thing here. The rest is we have this input and the type of name. So we can you can now add more inputs here, more fields here, depending on the settings you want to show. So we also take the controller on changer. We call the controller dot update name. If you take that, we go back to profile controller update name. This is the one we have. So we just update the current name. This is one way you can handle this, but you can also handle a different way. Okay, with this, the things we have here, and we have also OBX to watch the update. Which have the buttons here to just show updating, on update, all of that. The rest, we are not using the rest. The optionals, dashboard, setup, dashboard to show the settings, to show the message, all of this. So in the future, we will come back to update for example, if you want to integrate the notification, integrate the message, enable the message, all of this. So we'll come back to handle this one. I can save this one, and also the dashboard. We don't have, we don't do any update here yet. This one you can forget about this. Yeah, you can forget about this one for now. So I can save this and reload. Okay, the full code is available for our channel members. So if you want to get the full code, you can join the membership, so you can access the full code. So the full code, we have the entire application, which is available, the startup application. So once, if you have the application, you can just clone it and make some change, just a little bit of change for according to your desire. So we want to try to run the app, but we are having this issue here, message. So actually the error is coming from here. So we need to save this one. You see, it's not saved. So you need to save this. So the thing is, this class here, we will access this method, this method, but well, actually we are not using it for now. We will get back to this. This is a dashboard controller. So we'll get back to this. We'll get back to this if you want to now start handling the dashboard data. But for now, we can just save this and go back to run application. We can restart the app. The app is actually running. We can restart the app and see what we get. Okay, let's try to go to get start, but it looks like we need to log in again. Okay, so we can navigate to user profile. So this is the user profile we have. Now we can go to edit profile. Okay, so this is what we have for edit profile. So we want to see on a click if you can actually select the image. Yes, on a click now we are able to select the image. So if I click any of this image, so we are not seeing anything, but you can see that from here. From here settings, selected image. Yeah, you can see that this one is working. Yeah, but what we want to do first, let's work on. We want to display the selected image. Yeah? So we want to see it here. Okay, so for the username, we got picked up picked image and the URL plus also we pass the username. So down here, first of all, you see what how we create the initially and also get the reducer, which we pass here. So if the reduce is passed, we can use it. Else we pass we set it 48 size. So if you have picked image, if provided image, this is the provided image. So if you have the provided image here, we create the provided image, we create the file image. We pass that picked image to create the provided image. But if you don't have it, we can use the network image. This is the we pass now that image URL to create the provided image. And if we have it, we pass it here. If you have the provided image, we pass it. If you don't have it, we use the text. So background image, we pass that provided image. If you don't have it, we pass the text. So this is the only thing is have here. So if I save this, you can go through this. I don't want it to type everything because we are in this series, in our Flutter series, you have seen so many things. So we don't have to go through every single step again. So if I save this and go back to application, now we are now able to see the image, the selected image. So I can go to this mobile app, try to change a different one. Let's try to select maybe this. You see now the selected image is there. Right. So another thing I want to show you, we got this error. If you see this one, so we need to go to main main bending, banding, this one. So we need to we can change this instead to lazy put. Since we want to access profile data, we can change this to use profile. So use I can use this one actually and get rid of this. We don't need this one to handle that error. Okay, so if you reload, let's try to restart the app. It's supposed to restart. Yeah. Okay, let's try to go again. Okay, you meant log in again. The user's data is not the app crashed. The user data is not is not storing yet. Let's try to clear the build and restart again. Right. So looks like everything was successfully working. Now we are able to see the name, but you notice that we are getting 404. Another thing is if you are loading this user profile because the original application, which is connected to the same database, so it's loading with the same username. If you see the same username Shabani, yeah. Okay, so to handle that error, I want to show you very quick how to handle that. When you go to API /config here, make sure that you not pass this part. This that remove that. So if you reload now, It's restarting. No, hot reload. Try again. If we go, there's something also wrong with storing the user's token. So we will check on that. We will update. So we'll update the author. So it looks like we're having problem with storing the token. We will fix that issue. So if now we go back here, I want to show if we hit this. Now we are loading this user. I want to be a bit clear here that this image you see is actually from the database. This is not from the one we updated. So we can try to update the image. Let's select a different image like this one and hit save. So image was updated successfully. And this one can also hit failed to update. Failed to update. So this meant to be ready to we hit this one. So the one supposed to update. And if we go to so this one also we try to clean up. So I clean up this one a little bit to add the comment. The rest of the things, if you want to a clean up version of this, we can also get it. Okay, so you see the method here is put, which we are using is put. So if you go to client, you want to see update. This is a upload profile, upload file is fine. Save user. We have fun, but let's check on that. Do we have put method here? This is what I'm trying to see. Put is here. So put method is not there for put method. If you see, go to the back end, we want to see the method we are using here. You see that put method is kind of trouble. I'm not sure. So here is settings. Let's try to check for this one. Settings, and if you go to can go back to config. Where is the config file? Oh, now we can change this to settings. So this is where to update. Yeah, say update. Update profile data. Okay, so we use setting. So we have profile here. Okay, looks like we got a couple of issues to check. So to get profile data, we don't use this. So we just pass this, or remove the path. And so we can remove this. This is to get the profile data. So we just call profile, and if you see the back end here, so this is the one. Go to server. This is how the path is registered. So if we just hit the path, we will load profile data. So don't need to pass auth. Settings, for profile settings, so that means we need to do profile slash settings. So this will help us hit this path here. If you see here, so we must add profile here. Add here profile so that you can now match this path. This path. So that will be API slash profile slash settings. So this is what is happening here. So if we have this one, If you have this one, I'm sure now this is going to work. You can try to restart the app. It meant ask us again to log in. So we have something to correct with the auth. So we needed to review the auth controller. Actually, it works without. So that means the problem is just the routing, the path. Okay, so if you go back to user, we're having 404. You see, look here, 404. Yeah, we can check on that. I don't know why you're getting 404. Okay, so the thing is, the main issue is with the router. So what I'll try is, okay, try to have just clean up this version like this. Settings, and up here, this is the one we use to load the file base URL. So I can save this and reload. Have our app here. So if we hit now, it don't have 404 again. Look, we can try to update this. Failed to update. Failed to update. So we can check for that. But about image is loading. The rest of the things we will check. This one we can correct to see, to make sure that we load the profile avatar instead of I don't know what we are loading there. We can also save this, but first of all we need to work on check why we are not updating the user. The user is not being updated, the information. Let's try to save that. So the error, we meant to try to see where is that error coming from. Okay, so to check actually where we're having that problem, we can see saving method. This is the saving method which we call here. So we have this save button, a save profile. You can go to profile or to profile. So this is the method which we are calling, but the method now we will call auth controller dot auth service, and then you call it the profile controller update profile. So if you go to auth service, this is the method. So means that we have a problem. So this is the one we're supposed to call, because if you call a profile, this is to get profile, but if you call settings, so this we use this to update the settings. So we can change this one here and save. So if you go to reload, let's try to reload. Okay, now go here. Go to Shabani Muswamba. Let's say, for example, Ahmed. If you save that, okay, now profile updated successfully. So if we expect you to see the name here, so we can change the name here. So we can go back to, so we need to go to settings. So we can change some data here to remove the static, static data. For example, email and name. Yeah. Okay, so this one is actually supposed to update from a profile viewer. So the general settings. So we can go to, we want to change this one and this one, and then also that one. But before that, so if you go to the dashboard view, we have controller already here. So I can take the controller. We can, for the name, let's start with the name for the one we show here. We can replace this, or you can show the current auto name. You can do dot name. So how do you get the name here? If you go to auto controller, Can close this one. If you go to auth controller, you see you can get the user. Can you get the user here? Auth controller can get user. Let's see if you get user. So you can use auth controller or dashboard controller. So instead, you can use user instead. So that means you can use user dot name. So we can check add condition maybe to check if user is not empty. User.name. If user.name, but if it's not there, we can maybe show username. Just something like that, username. Here, so that means we need to do the same thing for this one here, for the username. And for email, we need to access also the username email. So we can show the email here, or just say here email. Okay. So if I save that and reload, go back to our application. So now you can now see the name here. So it's a couple of things you can do here, but we see we are not showing the image, avatar. So to show the avatar here, so we can show say image URL. So we can call auth. I don't know. Sorry, is that supposed to come from my auth? Yeah, we can call auth and get this path. This one here. So we can call auth and pass this one. Yeah. So if you save, looks like we have a problem. I'm not sure. If you reload, you're expecting to see a avatar here. Yeah. Okay, so we got a couple of things you can do. We can update this one. You can also update this one to so that is going to be home custom app bar. This one. Instead to show this, we can just show profile avatar. Profile avatar like this. So if you save this, it will say showing you that one. It's still going to show the same image. Let's see, is the same image? Nope. Sorry about this. But what we want to do, we want to bring in the controller so that we can access the user. We want to bring, if you see here that we are using this controller, so we can bring this controller, auth controller, bring auth controller. We can add auth controller maybe here. Yeah, here is fine because it's stateless. So we can import that and also import get. So we can do, this one is too big. I don't know what size it is there. Let's pass 24 because we don't want to have a big size there. So we can pass this one. Dot full avatar, and you can also pass dot dot user, and then you pass name. So if you save that, you can maybe restart the app. Now you get this one here. So you can restart the app, but another thing is this one we actually want to pass the auth dot username. If the name is not there, we show that one. So if I reload that, Now we show this one. So this the name you see now, the name is too long. So we need to create a class which can use to cut the name if it's too long. So what we can do is we can go to util. Where is util again? Go util. We can create a class here. Say string maybe string truncat, something like that. String truncat dot that. I don't know. You can name it anything. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe string util string truncat doesn't matter. Let's make sure that it's maybe match the class name. String 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 util string underscore util. Okay, so the class, what we do here, just we get the string. We take the string, the text, and then we pass the length, and this is a ellipse. How we want to show the ellipse, so we show the three dot, and we check the text if it's nil or is not empty. We return if it's nil or empty, we return empty string. Else, if the length is less than 20, we return the text. Else, we truncate. So we also take can also take the maximum truncate. We can pass that plus ellipsis. So this is the only thing we are doing here. So you can go ahead and walk through this one. We also capitalize the letters, all of that. Okay, you can go back to here. So you see now we can use this one. Can use string util string utils string utils like this, and we can pass this one. Oh, this is not how we're supposed to use it. Let's see. So we're supposed to use utils dot truncat. So we want to call that truncat. How is it again? Utils, and then we want to use this one, dot truncat. So we can import this. Is not there. Import it, and then truncat. We need to pass. No, we need to pass now. Controller. Controller. Oh no. What controller? Is it what controller? What controller dot user. Then dot name. You pass now the name. So we don't need this one. Come on. We don't need this one. Yeah, we don't need this one. So if I save that, the app stop it. So we can actually just do Flutter run. So this will run the app. Okay, this may take a couple of seconds. So let's wait for the app to compile. Okay, so the app restarted already. So we can go to okay, we don't want to start. We don't have message yet. But if we go back to home, okay, this is how we show it. That this is too long. Instead, we want to pass like we can pass maybe, let's say, max length to 8 because it's home page, so we don't want to pass that long text. So if I save that restart. You want to see like at least 8. This is fine. If you want it to make it very short, you can make it very short, like maybe just 6. So you don't want to show very long title. Okay. So we got a couple of things here we can also do. So we can clean up all of this. Another thing is you can also handle that on click. You can wrap this. Let's wrap this with the JSON detector. JSON detector. So on top, we want to go to profile. On top, we want to do get. So we can do up route. Is it up route, up page or up route? Which one can you use here? Which one can you use to handle on top? We can use a up route. Up route dot. Is it a dashboard? Nope. Profile. Let's see. Up page. Got up page. Also, we can do up route dot. We want to go to on click. We want to use that to go to dashboard. So dashboard is going to be profile. So we want to use that to go to this one. Yeah, that's correct. So if you save that, reload, this is the dashboard. So when you click on this one, you want to use that to go to dashboard. All right, guys. So we got so much to do here. We can handle this, fix almost all of this. So you can go ahead and also add the different fields. But you have seen the example how you do it. So our Flutter series is actually very long. It's very long. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and leave the comment. So I'm ready to reply to your comment and also see if it can help you with any part of this code. Another thing is once we finish the series, we will upload the entire application to GitHub repository, which will be totally free. Another thing is we are going to, in next episode, we are going to integrate the Laravel API. Laravel APIs instead to use Node.js. All right, my name is Shaban Musomba. Please like the video and also subscribe.